and we'd like to welcome all of you to the open house at the Charter School of Wilmington. And on my right to your left, the Vice President,
Angeline Ravello.
Angeline Ravello, our superstar Vice President, Principal. She wears so many hats here. She is a force behind the scenes here at Charter.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kat. Thank you all for coming out. Very excited to have you all. If you need anything at all, there are lots of people walking around that are ready to answer your questions. We hope you enjoy the video and learn a little bit about the school. It's been great having Dr. Cap on board. He's come on quickly, learned a lot, is very excited to be at the school. So thank you again for coming out today.
We know that you have many, many options in choosing a high school. And there's so many wonderful high schools and wonderful options in this fine state of Delaware. I am new to Delaware and I am new to Charter, but here's what I know. They say we are the #1 school in the state of Delaware academically. I'm very proud of that. They say we're the #7 charter school in the United States. I'm very proud of that. Newsweek has us as the 15th top high school in America. That's awesome. That's not good enough. If you come on board, you're going to see even more accomplishments for your children, for you, and this fine community. Again, we'd like to thank you for visiting our humble home. Please make your best educated choices, ask questions, do what's best for your family and your children. And if we're a part of that, we'll be very proud to have your children come to Charter, the Charter School of Wilmington. In 1995, a group of visionary leaders from the Wilmington business community, encouraged by then Governor Thomas R. Carper, joined forces with educational leaders from the Wilmington area and from the Red Clay Consolidated School District to form Delaware's first public charter school, the Charter School of Wilmington. The vision shared by this group of leaders was to create a world-class educational system for the state of Delaware and to ensure that Delaware's public school system would become a national model. The mission of the Charter School of Wilmington is to engage highly motivated high school students with an interest in math and science by providing a challenging college preparatory curriculum in a safe, friendly, and nurturing environment that integrates practical learning opportunities, sets high expectation, develops social responsibility, and promotes a global perspective. We are the Charter School of Wilmington.
The Charter School of Wilmington is committed to creating a welcoming culture and inclusive environment that reflects and supports the diversity of our community. We support a school environment free from discrimination and harassment on the basis of race, color, religion, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, national origin, age, genetic information, or disability.
I don't think I have the words to explain how excited I am to be here at the Charter School of Wilmington. This is like no other school that I have ever worked in, and I've worked in New Jersey, mostly Pennsylvania, and now Delaware. It's incredible. We have some of the brightest, talented, innovative students that I have ever seen, with a very nurturing faculty and staff behind them. I believe that there's limitless potential for their career and career success in the future. I am so blessed to have such amazing parents. First day of school, we had to figure out how to do lunch. They brought in hundreds and hundreds of slices for pizza for everybody, and that was day one. We have an incredible, active parent association. They call it the PTSO. Well-organized meetings, doing some incredible fundraising activities. I'm impressed. They're here all the time selling shirts and sweatshirts and t-shirts. Amazing.
Over the last couple of years, the staff and the teaching faculty and the administration at the school have really talked about what does charter look like going into the future. And we've talked about what professional development looks like to continue upping the bar for the rigor of our curriculum and our instruction, but also being mindful and having that growth mindset to allow students access to our higher level curriculum. Some students who come in and may not be completely prepared to take on that high level of rigor, and what are we going to do to help those students meet the bar and help them close those gaps? So the teachers have been working in their groups on curriculum and instruction. They're doing instructional rounds, they're doing peer observations. So we have a lot of great work happening with curriculum, with instruction, with programming, expanding different programs, talking about expanding the world language program, for example, and possibly including something like Mandarin Chinese. And in that spirit, we have a couple of overall goals for the school that we work on for professional development. One is about adult culture and having a culture of integrity, treating each other with respect so that we can provide the best environment possible for our scholars to learn and succeed. And secondly, we've taken on a much bigger goal this year of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this is a very broad goal. It has to do with lots of different things, everything from racism to sexism to abilityism to classism. And we have lots of things that go on among our students and in our society. And we've made a commitment to, as a school, providing more than just a rigorous academic program for our students, but to help them grow into a whole person, so that when our scholars leave our walls, they are truly prepared to walk into their careers and walk into college and take on all of the things that are going to challenge them in life, in addition to the academic rigor that they get while they're here at the Charter School of Wilmington. So over the last couple of years being at the Charter School of Wilmington, one of the things that I've enjoyed most is meeting the former students from here. They come back and they tell such great stories about being well prepared for college and beyond. And so today you're going to get to hear some of the stories of our alumni and their success stories.
Hello, my name is Carolise Ramos. I graduated from Charter in 2018, and I'm currently a pre-med student at Johns Hopkins University, majoring in public health and anthropology. At Charter, I was involved with the Red Cross Club, organizing blood drives. I was in the National Honor Society, and I was a part of the National French Honor Society too. My fondest memory at Charter is sitting in the hallways with my friends before class even started. I love saying good morning to teachers and talking to my friends about what we were doing that day. And I love that our teachers engaged with us just like we were adults, like we were friends. And they asked us tough questions at 7 in the morning, but I loved it. I am incredibly grateful to the Charter School of Wilmington because they taught me how to work hard before I even got to college, and I was ready to take on all of the challenges that I faced my freshman year at Johns Hopkins. Charter taught me to advocate for myself. It taught me to ask for help before I was in a crisis. And Charter taught me to believe in myself and challenge myself every day. The friendships that I built at Charter are still some of the best that I have in my life. Those friends that I sat in the hallway with chatting at 7 in the morning are still the ones that I go back to when I achieve something at Hopkins. They're the ones that clap for me because I'm changing and growing every day, and I'm so thankful that even though we struggled at Charter, we did it together, and that's bonded us like any other experience has. In my future, I definitely envision med school. I'm on my way to becoming a doctor, but I'm also on my way to change the world of medicine. I want doctor's visits to be different in the future. I want kids to be excited to go to the doctor's office, to be excited to have medicine, to be excited that there's a person out there that can help them like they didn't think anyone could. That is my mission, to change the world.
Hi, my name is Bailey Weatherby. I'm a Charter School of Wilmington alum, class of 2015, and after Charter, I went to the University of Delaware. I actually got a really nice full tuition scholarship from the honors program to go, and Charter really set me up really well for that because I was able to have a top-notch education. Junior research was a big part of that because I was able to get research experience, and then I was able to go in and do a bio major, and I continued working in labs there. So my major was cellular and molecular biology and genetics. And in addition to that, over the 4 years, I added minors in biochemistry, political science, and writing. And I really feel that my time at Charter and my connection with the teachers here really gave me a step ahead as I went into freshman year, and then that just kept compounding over time as I was able to add more and more. So I think that my fondest memory of my time at Charter was when I was on the Jefferson Council and we planned the First Be Positive dance. So that happened my sophomore year, and it was the first ever high school dance marathon to raise money to fight childhood cancer. And it was such a big deal. It was so great. And then every year after that, we just raised more and more money. And I think my last year we raised $34,000. And it's crazy to see now 4 years later how much that has increased, and I'm always really happy to donate to the alumni page. So now that I've graduated from UD, I'm heading off to Cambridge, England in a couple days. I'm starting a PhD program there, and with the really, really wonderful support of UD's honors program and the biological sciences department, I was able to get a Gates Cambridge scholarship funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I was one of 34 Americans selected, and that fully funds my PhD. And there I'm going to be studying early human developmental biology. So after my PhD, I'm going to keep trying to continue down the traditional route of academia. So I'll do a postdoctoral fellowship, and then after that, I'll be applying for faculty positions. And I hope to become a research professor at a university somewhere and be able to teach biology to people, continue doing really cool research work, while also trying to be a liaison to the local community, communicating science to the public, and trying to engage underrepresented groups in higher education.
Hi, my name is LeVay Glenn. I am an '08 graduate of the Charter School of Wilmington. I went to the University of Delaware, and currently I am the high school advocate for the 9th and 10th grade of Leading Youth Through Empowerment, also known as the LIGHT program. So I actually did not want to come to Charter. I came from the Thomas Edison Charter School. However, as you can imagine, there's a huge difference in terms of the social dynamics between Edison and this charter. However, what I can say is I'm entirely grateful that I got the opportunity to come to Charter, and I realized the benefits maybe a semester in. Being with the LIGHT program, not only do we see a lot of kids coming from different middle schools who end up in schools like Charter, like Tower Hill, schools like that, we are able to just showcase the benefits of going to a school like this and how the positive outcomes will be evident once you graduate. What I can say is Charter has been a lasting part of my life even after I've graduated high school, and I'm happy to give that back to the LIGHT program. I have a lot of memorable moments at Charter. However, one of the most memorable moments was when I was able to play Romeo in Romeo and Juliet in Miss Benzing's class. It was a really important time for me because Miss Benzing allowed me to really express myself and put myself out there. It allowed me to be more intentional about being outspoken. And I think that was one of the first times that a teacher really had kind of put me on the spot like that. So it was a great moment for me. It's one of those things I still remember to this day. So my favorite teacher here at Charter is actually a few different teachers. It's most of the English teachers that I had here. That was Miss Chandler, which was formerly known as Miss Clark when I was here, Miss Benzing, and Miss Rosigna. They were all really important in allowing me to express myself, which I kind of had a hard time doing, but each one of them allowed me to find different parts of myself, which were great, which they ended up being great mentors to me even after high school. So I really appreciate pretty much every single English teacher that I've had in my life.
Again, we'd like to thank you for visiting our humble home. Please make your best educated choices, ask questions, do what's best for your family and your children. And if we're a part of that, we'll be very proud to have your children come to Charter, the Charter School of Wilmington.